After the hype of the Nintendo Switch in 2020, I wanted to answer this question of, is it still worth it to buy it in 2021? Now, I am no gamer expert, I'm a very casual gamer if anything, but I still wanted to share my thoughts in case some of you guys are also not really hardcore gamers. So after buying it in 2020 and using it for about a year now, I came to the conclusion that you should consider 4 things. The first thing is, what games are you going to play? Now, this might seem quite self-explanatory and just obvious, but obviously you want to look at which games that you would enjoy, and I would really recommend looking at other gamer YouTubers and watching gameplay so that you can kind of get a feel of what games you like, and also if anyone around you has a Switch, definitely try it out so that you know that you would like it. Next thing is number 2, have you used Nintendo consoles in the past? So I know that I personally was obsessed with the Nintendo DS. Back in the day, I used to play Nintendogs, Animal Crossing Wild World, just a whole bunch of things, Cooking Mama, and I loved my Nintendo to bits. I also used to play the Game Boy as well. So because I already knew some of the games that were going to be on the Switch, like Animal Crossing, I kind of had a feel of whether or not I would like the new Nintendo. I also had the Wii console, so that also played another factor. So yeah, just think about whether or not your past love and nostalgia for the old consoles will translate into the new console. The third thing is whether or not you like playing single or multiplayer. Now, I personally love playing with other people. I think it's great to bring to parties and it just makes for a really fun time. However, if you do just prefer playing on your own, that's fine too, and you could get the Lite version, which is a lot cheaper than the normal Switch. Now, the last thing is number 4, and it is the resale value. So if after a couple months you decide that you don't want your Switch anymore, you could always resell it, and it won't be the price that you buy it for. You'll probably lose a bit of money if you resell it because it is secondhand, but I think it's still worth it because it can be resold and you will still get a bit of money back if you do decide to. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be unboxing my Nintendo Switch that I've already unboxed and I've had for a few months and I've already played for a few months. But I really wanted to show you guys as part of my purchases, so I decided to repackage it really terribly in this box, and I don't even have many of the things that are supposed to be in here, but I really want to show you guys. And there's actually a little story of me getting the Nintendo Switch. There was like this deal on GameStop AU, so I ordered it, but then my friend who works at Kmart, one of my best friends, she was like, I actually get a discount off Target, and so it ended up being cheaper for her to buy it for me with the discount, so she actually bought this for me and I cancelled my order with GameStop AU. And this is the new version. You know it's the new version if the box is red, and I'll show you a picture of like the old version, but the new version basically has like a better battery life and that's about it, so it's not really that much of a difference. But yeah, I was looking into buying one because during the holidays, and now I'm not even holidays anymore, I was really bored, so I was like, I want to get a Switch, and maybe that wasn't the best idea because maybe I won't use it during the sem, but I still like it and I still hope that it's a worthy investment, and if not, I could always resell it if I needed to. I've always loved Nintendo games. I had the Game Boy, I had the Nintendo DS Lite, and I played that for ages. I had the Wii, and the main reason why I wanted to get it was because I wanted to play Animal Crossing, because everyone was playing Animal Crossing and I felt so left out, so I wanted to play, and I was obsessed with the Wild World Animal Crossing on the DS Lite, and I decided to get the normal Switch and not the Lite because then I could play like multiplayer games and I could play with friends. So let's open up the box and see what's inside. So obviously there's like no plastic on it or anything, but I got the neon. I was choosing between the black and the neon. I wanted the black at first, but then I decided to get the neon because it's kind of cute and colorful. So we've got our blue joystick and we've got our red Joy-Con. It's actually called a Joy-Con. I don't know why I called that a joystick. And then we've got our screen that is actually touchscreen, which if you didn't know, the Nintendo Switch is touchscreen as well as controller based. I don't know, I'm terrible at tech, so please don't take this seriously. This is just me showing you guys my Nintendo Switch because I wanted to share this fun, happy moment in my life. Let's attach the Joy-Cons to the Nintendo Switch. It's super satisfying. And that is my Nintendo Switch. It's so beautiful. It's got a kickstand at the back, which for the longest time I didn't know how to open. Still don't really know how to open apparently. It's pretty flimsy, the kickstand, but it's one nonetheless, so you can like prop it up and play through this screen, or you can connect it to a TV or a monitor and play that way. I've got some silver tape on the back so that I know that it's my Joy-Con, because my friends and I have actually been playing multiplayer and we have a lot of Joy-Cons, so we don't want to mix them up. And then the rest of the box is going to be really disappointing, but essentially we've got the case and nothing inside because I don't actually have the dock in this box at the moment and I don't have it at my house. So essentially here we've got some paper of instructions, I guess, safety information. My camera ran out of battery, so the lighting is really different. But back to what I was saying, there is nothing else in this box except for something which is really exciting. And it's the little handles that you put on the end of the Joy-Cons, and they make it easier when you're playing like multiplayer games and you have hooked it up to a TV. So for example, if I wanted to take this off my Switch, well that's why it's called a Nintendo Switch, is because you can switch it from handheld to an actual console. So you have to get one of these, you line it up, so the minus or the plus is to the plus on this side, and you slide it in and it clicks, and then you lock it by pressing that, and then now you have a cute little Joy-Con, and then you can unlock it and take it off once you're finished playing. Just slide it off, and you can still play like using the consoles with just this. You don't need this, but this just makes it a little bit more comfortable to hold, so you can still press those buttons like that if you wanted to. So I think that's really cool. You've got a strap here so you don't fling the controller across the room if you're playing Mario Party. Essentially that's all that's in the box, except for some bubble wrap and some stuff that had the dock and the other stuff that you connect the dock to. So I'll put a picture of that if you want to see what that looks like, but it's really not that interesting. I was actually choosing between whether to get the normal Nintendo Switch or the Animal Crossing one, but I couldn't justify the extra $80 the Animal Crossing one was going to be, because that's basically a whole game that I could have bought instead of just having a cool looking console. And you can also buy stickers or like cases that you can put on to make it look nice. So I was like, I'll just buy the stickers if I really want to customize. I also have here, this is the HDMI cable that it came with that doesn't actually work. So I don't know why it doesn't work, but for some reason when I use it, it doesn't connect and it doesn't recognize it. So I had to buy a new HDMI cable for my dock. So that was a bit of a fail, Nintendo. Can I get a refund for that? Because the cable does not work. Anyhow, that's basically all that's in the box, but I did want to show you guys the case that I got for my Nintendo Switch. And I got this from eBay for like $15 or something like that. And it also came with a screen protector for the Nintendo Switch. It's just tempered glass so that it doesn't scratch. It looks like this. I've got some cords at the top here, and then I've got some games. I've got Super Smash Bros. I've got Breath of the Wild, which is actually not mine. And I've also got Mario Party, which I love playing with other people. It's super fun. I love the music one. I really like this case because it has this flap for some games. You can fit 10 games here. And then you have the spot for the Switch. You have these two straps that lock it in. And then it just goes in like that. And it's super easy, super tight. You can zip it up. And you've got a handle. And it's great. It's super protective, so you don't have to worry about getting it ruined. I'll also show you the cases of the games that I have. This is the 3 games that I have. I've got Animal Crossing, which is super cute, and I display it on my bookshelf behind me. And I've got Mario Party, as we said. I love Mario Party. I used to play the DS version and the Wii version, and I was obsessed with this. With me and my cousins, we used to play. And then lastly, I've got Super Smash Bros, which is also pretty fun as well. And that's basically all I want to show you guys. This is a very terrible video, and I really apologize for that, but it's chaotic nonetheless.